you showed me all those good things. He said, we didn't tell you we have a great marketing department. So you have to have good marketing department to take this message. I don't know how many of you understood or not. That's okay. So basically, I want to talk about with Baba's grace, we were successful in getting Presidential Volunteer Service Award. I think you probably heard about it. They have bronze and gold and diamond. All those awards are there. First, let's start with what does a volunteer mean? I want to quickly take this. The dictionary defines that a volunteer is a person who freely offers to take part in an organization and wants to do some work. Not to somebody who comes and says, okay, I'll take a nice picture and I go home. You have to work because that's what a volunteer is. And so why we need volunteers? But in this great country now, in India or United States, a lot of challenges. Government cannot handle all the challenges. That's why they have a non-profit sector, 501c3 and different categories are there. So the volunteers, so they started in the 19th century, volunteerism started, right? Do anybody know which was the first organization that, volunteer organization?
Rotary Club.
Huh?
Rotary Club.
Any other answer?
Lions Club.
It's actually YMCA. Right? That was the first one, and it was started in 1844 in London, United Kingdom. Then Rotary Club. Rotary Club came along and brought people of different cultures, religions, and communities together to serve a purpose. That's the Rotary Club. Of course, many of you know Lions Club, Lions International, Lions Clubs International, solving the problems of blind people, and it's a very big international organization. So, Sai Datta Peetham, even though it did not start in 1894, it started in 2014 and in South Plainfield, has provided opportunity for many of us to volunteer, to do service. Baba means service. To serve human is to serve divine. So I think that's the important thing. So let me switch to the Volunteerism Award, and I'm very happy to announce that Sai Datta Peetham has been recognized as a certifying organization for the Presidential Volunteer Service Award. What does that mean? So people who do service, I think with the help of the board, the directors and all that, we come up with some criteria and try to provide presidential awards. Before that, I just wanted to, it was started in year 2003. President George W. Bush started this thing, and it's been carried around under different administrations. And it is run by AmeriCorps. How many of you heard about AmeriCorps? You should know, yeah. One. And there's another organization called Points of Light. They are the ones who manage the whole program. So they have requirements, you have to go through that. So as a certifying organization, Sai Datta Peetham, what they have to do? They have to verify the volunteer hours. It's not like Ragaru cannot make up the numbers or Madhurna cannot make up the numbers. There is a log and everybody has to keep track of it. And here is a little catch, they give the award to US citizens or lawfully admitted permanent US resident. That's the only thing which is, we'll have to work on that. Then, they will get the awards, whatever awards, trophies, whatever they give. The organization that is giving the award has to spend the money. And then, so then they will maintain a data bank. They need to maintain a data bank, who are the volunteers, who have done the work and all the stuff. So that way, there's no confusion, there's no favoritism, everybody is treated equally. I think that's very important. Otherwise, the certifying organization will lose their certification. So that's very important. Okay. eligible service. And you could serve any organization as long as that is recognized by Sai Datta Peetham as a service organization. They can give the awards. And then, so if somebody says, "Oh, I'm donating money to Sai Datta Peetham, I should get an award." No, that's not included. Donating funds is not included. Political lobbying is not allowed. Religious instruction is not allowed. Priestly service, worship service is not allowed. And proselytizing, that is not allowed. And if somebody go to court and court said, you have to do community service because you did something bad, so that is not allowed.
Mama said, I don't want you to say, I'm hungry, so you better eat.
If you look at it, there are age groups. There are 4 different age groups. Kids from 5 years to 10 years. So to get a bronze award, they have to put in 26 to 49 hours. And to get a silver award, 50 to 74 hours. And gold, 75, more than 75 hours. In order to get a lifetime achievement award, they have to put in 4,000 hours. 4,000 hours. And teenagers from 11 years to 15 years, for bronze, they have to put in 50 to 74 hours. Silver, 75 to 99 hours. And gold, more than 100 hours. And lifetime, again, same thing, 4,000, more than 4,000 hours. Young adults, 16 years to 25. For bronze, they have to put in 100 to 174 hours. Silver, 175 to 249 hours. And gold, 250 hours. And lifetime is more than 4,000 hours. And adults, 100 to 249 hours. And for bronze, silver 250 to 499 hours, and gold 500 plus hours, and lifetime achievement 4,000 plus hours. So, this information will be on the Sai Datta Peetham website, so that way you don't have to take notes or anything like that. If you have any questions, we will be able to answer those questions. And we have a lot of work to do. We'll do all the work. And so that is what Presidential Volunteerism Service Award is all about. And some people do service, they don't care whether they get an award or not. And some people, it encourages them. I think especially children. So we are bringing up our children in the United States. They don't have the same facilities. I grew up in India. When I walk outside, there are many, many temples, and I had a lot of things I was able to have access to. Language, religion, culture, and everything. Our children may or may not have access to that. So I think Sai Datta Peetham, under the leadership of Ravi Sharma Sankaramanchi and the directors, we are providing all those opportunities. So I think let's take advantage of that. And so I'm going to stop there because some people have to leave, and I can take some questions. If anybody has any questions, please ask.
I have the first question, sir.
Do you want to go to heaven or hell?
I have one question.
Okay.
That's for US citizens you mentioned, am I right?
Permanent residents also.
Oh, the green card holder. Yes. So these eligible candidates should be either US citizen or a green card holder.
That's according to the award category.
That's the basic first to begin the
criteria.
efforts. Thank you.
Yeah, 1 second.
So let's say a kid works in a volunteer organization which is not SDP for 20 hours and he works 25 hours here. Can we combine them together as a volunteer service, and can SDP give a service certificate?
Let me repeat the question. Yeah. Suppose some volunteer works in another organization, outside organization, 20 hours, and then works with SDP for 25 hours. So I think what we need to do is that that organization has to mutually, transferable, agreement. You should have an agreement saying that, okay, we will recognize, because as a certifying organization, Sai Datta Peetham has to follow the rules that are set by somebody else. So as long as we have a mutual understanding, what does it constitute? As I said, somebody gives donation, that doesn't contribute. Like that, you want to make sure those are not actual service. How do you categorize? How do you classify? Those things have to be set right. And if you have the agreement, yeah, that can be worked out. Any other questions? Come on. Otherwise, if you don't have questions, I'm going to ask one of you to come and repeat what I said. Come on. Anybody? You want to repeat what I said?
Sai Upendra Garu, just explained everything. It's fine. You mentioned about senior citizens and green card holders. You're saying, right, for the Sai Datta Peetham. Just one of the gentlemen, he questioned if you have a non-profit organization, another organization, if you do 20 hours, whatever that one, can you include that? But make sure that all non-profit organizations, same thing like, I'm not sure whether they're doing like, of course he's a president, Mata president, and make sure they are considering as the only green card holders or life members. That is the question. You talk to the organization, make sure that organization is okay. That is one question. The second question, we have a different patterns like gold pattern. Suppose I did like 20 hours for gold. So I finished, I got a gold. If I want to continue, so can you consider for a gold to pattern that 20 hours I can continue my services?
No, I think suppose you work so many hours to receive bronze, then you add more hours and then you go to silver, and then add more hours and you go to gold, and then keep on accumulating. After gold, you'll have what's called a lifetime achievement award. So if you have accumulated 4,000 hours or more, then you are eligible for lifetime achievement award. Now, it's a tricky thing how you want to, if you have an agreement with another outside organization, and we have to make sure the certifying organization has to verify that the volunteer indeed is a US citizen or green card holder. I think that's the challenge. I think a lot of our children are born here, they're automatically US citizens, so maybe we can do something in that along those lines. We have to figure that out. But I think the key motivation here is that the United States, like many other countries in the world, is facing many challenges, global challenges. And we want to make sure we have young people, young and old alike, participate and contribute to for the betterment of the society. So some people, real service-minded people, they say, immerse yourself in the service of others, and people talk like that. So you have a question.
I got volunteer hours at a school, so how do I transfer hours to SDP?
That's where the agreement and all that stuff, I think you have to talk to the SDP management and see what kind of arrangement can be made.
Can I transfer the hours within a year, or is there a time?
I think it's the way the criteria is defined is within a year. Yeah, you cannot transfer. So, because the award is given annually, right? It's like, if you are eating food daily, yesterday's food doesn't count, right? That's right.
My question is this award, as a SDP team member, is this award given to SDP as such, or it is to the individual working this 50 hours, 40 hours? Or where is it working?
The award, the award is individual award, right? Presidential Volunteerism Award, right? And that means as an individual volunteer. See, the idea behind for the administration was to encourage each and every one of us not to think about ourselves. There are so many challenges, so they want us to contribute. So ours, individuals get the awards. Organizations, we don't have the setup like that. SDP, okay. Okay. See, not anybody can give you Presidential Volunteerism Award. So what happens is that under the AmeriCorps and Points of Light, they certify certain organizations. So Sai Datta Peetham is one of the organizations that is certified to give Presidential Volunteerism Service Award. Sorry? Yeah, hours as well as award. They can give the award. Yeah. So basically, what happens is that they have to maintain a database and who the volunteers are, how many hours they have given, and because if Points of Light and AmeriCorps wants to audit, they can audit and say, oh, you haven't done it right, so they can take away your certification. So you have to be careful. So you have a question? You have many questions, right? Yes.
So if it is from two different organizations, both are if it is from two different organizations and both are certified to give the certificate, will that be combined and added together?
No, because you only can get one award, right? So if you have two certificate organizations, they don't need to combine. If they combine, that means it's a duplication.
No. One organization I will do 50 from one certified
That's not
organization.
Okay.
The second certified organization I also do another say 50.
Right. Then
would it
they
be
have to
100
have an
total?
agreement between the certified organization that either one of them or both of them will recognize the other organization.
Okay. Even though both are certified.
Yeah, because otherwise, as an organization, you are going to be audited. They're not going to say why.
Okay. Thank you.
So there is a certain amount of individuality for the organization. Yeah.
What is the calendar year for this? Is it from January to December, or do you have a time frame for it? When you say year of volunteer hours?
It's a calendar year, yeah. So because January 1 to December 31st. Yeah. Because what happens is that as a certifying organization, you have to take the e-course. Somebody who manages this program has to take the course every year. That's any time during that year, within the 12 months. I can double check.
Go ahead. How do you register for like volunteering? Register to like volunteer at a place?
The procedure I think we'll have to set up, but we'll advertise in the website so that we will.
The STP, currently we are talking about the Sai Datta Peetham, which is a certified organization from today. They will announce to receive the applications to get recognized or to get awards for the volunteers. Once it is announced, keep in touch with the STP website or announcement.
We will have it.
And once it is done, you register and start your.
We will have it.
One